Stop 22 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Watkins Glen International Raceway for the running of the at the Glen. I know it's a pretty dumb name for a race, but Jessie's become my favorite Disney show, so yeah, I know. Anyway, starting pole for today's event, it is number 70, Zed Weinstein in the J.D. McDuffie Tribute car. Has yet to win this race. Has yet to win a race so far this season. Looking pretty good here today. On the alongside of him, number 19 is Jack Richards. Row number 2 has Johnny Gardner, the Brickyard 400 winner, and beside him the 25 of Tanner Doobie. Row number 3, Tim Beagle in the 17, and the 20 of Dalton Day, former winner here at Watkins Glen. Then it's Daniel Day in the 1 and Dylan Poteet in the 83 in row number 4. Row 5, Leah Walker in the 18 and the 14 of Joshua Michaels. And here comes command the fireman up here at the Glen.
Drivers, start your engines!
Man, give them the party engines. Row number 6 has the 30 of Jasmine Acosta and the 90 of Rohit Vaderview. Then it's Keith Batson and Cody Lamas in row number 7. Row number 8 has Kyle Matthews, the defending winner at the Glen. Beside him, Ann Batson in number 3 and row number 8. Row number 9, Luke Walker in the 66 car. Beside him, the 44 of John Lennon. And then in row number 10, excuse me, has Jessica Shelton in the 9, looking for the road course sweep this season, but she's going to have to do it for the 19th starting position. Alongside of her, it is Ty Sheets in car 21. Field rounds, turn number 11. Here's where we get set for some road course racing here at the Glen. The legendary track is at Were. Pontiac on the front row along with the Ford, and the green flag waves. Let's go road racing! Off into turn number 1 to go. Jack Richards all over the back bumper of Zed Weinstein in the 70. And for Zed Weinstein, he would love nothing more than to bring that J.D. McDuffie tribute car to victory lane. And Weinstein currently right now 4th in the standings, so he's looking to try and stay in championship contention in the what races we got left in the season. But Jack Richards, he's all over that back bumper in that 19 car. He is giving Zed a race right now. Johnny Gardner currently in 3rd position right now in the Melliella Pontiac. Collected of definitely what would be one of his biggest wins, the Brickyard 400. Johnny was, of course, a former Daytona 500 winner as well in season 1. Tim Beagle, a good run so far in the 17 car, runs in 4th, and 5th right now is Daniel Day. As Zed Weinstein comes down, he'll lead the first lap here at the Glen. As Jack Richards gets sideways coming out of turn number 11, Zed Weinstein will lead the first lap. And 8 more laps to go. 9 laps of distance here today at Watkins Glen on this 2.454 mile road course. Weinstein brings that car now into the inner loop. The inner loop is turn 5. That's turn 5, turn 6, turn 7, and there is turn 8. And before they go to the sweeping turn number 9, on turn number 9 you got to kind of play with the throttle a little bit, as long with the getting on and off the throttle, or pedaling as they say in drag racing. First several cars single filed up a little bit. There's Daniel Day. We talked about him. Tanner Doobie, car 25, runs in 6th position right now. 7th is Leah Walker in the 18. 18th is, or in a 14 car, excuse me, is Joshua Michaels driving for AJ Foyt. He runs 8th right now in that car. Dalton Day won this track before back in season 6. Runs in 9th place right now. 10th is Keith Batson. He's yet to win at the Glen. He's won on the road courses at Sonoma and Riverside, but he's never won at the Glen before. But he's run pretty good at this track before. Dylan Poteet, not really known as a good road racer, but he's won on a road course before. He won both at Riverside and Sonoma before. So Poteet doing pretty good. He's running to 11th right now. Right behind him, Rohit Vaderview in the 90 car. It's been a miserable season so far for Rohit. He's way back in the standings right now. 13th right now is Kyle Matthews, the defending race winner at the Glen. Came within one spot of repeating at the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis, the last race on the tour. And Matthews making a charge in the points chase, as a matter of fact, by the way, too. He's up in the top 10 position as we're now under yellow for the first time this race. And it's Ryan Richards, car 75. He is another one that was making a charge in the points. He was 14th in standings coming in. Oh, and Mike Becker, second in points. He's crashed. And Mike Becker, who had led the points for much of the middle of the season, finds it finds this part of the season very harsh to him.
In a British accent, indeed.
Oh my gosh, and we had a mess coming out of the turn. And sometimes Cole Daly got way up high. I don't know if he was accosted the yellow flag or not. He wasn't.
Call, click, or go to Walmart.
Joshua Osborne comes across Ryan Richards and spun them both right out of the race. And Mike Becker plows into Ryan Richards' car and sends Richards upside down. Stephanie Neuer slams into Mike Becker. Whoo! Chris Washer was touched by an angel. He missed that one not 2 or 3 inches. Dylan Young, he's on the binders. I don't think he hit Mike Becker or not, but so is Pichu London, Kyle Sosnowski, Seth Cole, our championship leader. He was way back in the back as well. So too was Osborne, who was 4th in points. No, he was 3rd in points, excuse me.
Like gift cards. Or you can save your points for even bigger things, like a tablet and headphones. Or even
But what a ride by Ryan Richards in 75. Now I thought that Osborne come right across him. Let's keep an eye on Joshua Osborne. Far chase view, and this has not let us down just yet. He didn't come across. Ryan Richards hit him. Ryan Richards hit Joshua Osborne and sent him spinning. And whoa, there's where Chris Washer just missed him. I wasn't kidding. That wasn't like 2 or 3 inches that Chris Washer missed him by, but.
Smile strong. Oh my gosh, this is disgusting.
And yeah,
It was hideous.
Pichu Pichu London and Seth Cole, I think they missed that one for sure as well.
As fast as possible.
On board with Ryan Richards. Let's listen. Ryan Richards gets his car to start back up, but not running as well right now, so.
Is that all the crawfish traps we got?
Why are you up? Did you ask your dad if he could use the boat?
No. Why do we care, okay? It's old.
Well, just because it's old, it still has value to it.
My parents.
So we're getting ready to restart here on this race here at Watkins Glen. We're on lap number 5 of the event, so we'll have 5 in the books and 4 laps to go here at the Glen. It is Zed Weinstein out in front. In the second goes Jack Richards. 3rd is Johnny Gardner. 4th is Tim Fiegel. 5th right now is Daniel Day. Then comes Tanner Doobie in 6th. Leo Walker 7th. 8th is Joshua Michaels. 9th, Dalton Day. And 10th is Keith Batson. And already, one of the top 5 in the 2 of the top 5 in points has has had some trouble today. So here they come. The field comes out of turn number 11. Looking for a green flag here at the Glen, and we are back underway here at the Glen. Zed Weinstein leads the race. Second is Jack Richards. Tim Fiegel inside of Johnny Gardner for the number 3 spot. He's got Tanner Doobie shoving him, his Hendrick teammate. And now they're side by side. Richards not letting Weinstein get very far away. Everybody trying to get what they can position-wise. Luke Walker going by Rohit Baderview for the 13th spot. And meanwhile, Cody Lamas and Jessica Shelton having a battle right now. Lamas and almost 3 wide coming out of turn there. Dalton Day and Keith Batson doing a little Talladega draft on this track. And meantime, the battle for the lead ensues between Zed Weinstein and Jack Richards. Tim Fiegel runs 3rd right now, as there's the Doobie in 4th. 5th is Johnny Gardner. Joshua Michaels inside of Daniel Day for position. That is for the 7th spot. In the meantime, Dalton Day goes inside of Daniel Day for the number 8 spot. No relation to each other. But meanwhile, this is a battle up front for the win here. Zed Weinstein looking to get his first ever Watkins Glen victory. Into second goes Jack Richards. He won a Daytona in the Pepsi 400. He's looking for his second win of the season. Two to go. Position battle right now there. Dylan Poteet inside of Keith Batson. Batson runs in 10th place. Poteet wants 10th. And there's Poteet on the inside. He and Batson side by side. Batson in the Ford and Poteet in the Oldsmobile, number 83. And Dylan Poteet takes the spot away. That is for the 10th position. And this time by will be the white flag. It'll be 1 lap remaining. Oh, and Jack Richards has crashed! 2nd place in the race! Jack Richards has spun! And meantime, Zed Weinstein, he's got Tim Fiegel all over him. And coming out of the turn, Zed Weinstein will win the race back to the caution flag. And if that's the case, that will mean Zed Weinstein will win here at Watkins Glen, with 2nd place going to Tim Fiegel. With Danner to be 3rd, 4th, Johnny Gardner, and 5th, Leah Walker. And Jeremy Doobie's crashed. He's off course. And that's up, I think, in the inner loop position, I believe. What the heck? It was on the inner loop. And I thought I saw Pichu London in the pits. I think he had something to do with this as well. We'll get to the crash of the inner loop in a minute. And the points leader, Seth Cole, had spun. The points leader of the race. And 79 slams into him and sends Seth up and over. Just some... What the heck? And meanwhile, Jeremy Doobie, he got hard on the brakes and he got way off course and spins into the kitty litter. I want to know what happened there. And Nick Baxter runs straight through the course, and yet Doobie, he kept from trying to keep from hitting Seth Cole. Just sent himself into the kitty litter. Now watch what happened. Oh my gosh, and poor Seth Cole looked like he was going to stay out of trouble and keep the points lead, and I think he will with Becker out of the race, but in the meantime, watch what happens. He was ahead, by the way, too, of another top 5 runner in the points, Joshua Osborne. Yep, Cole just took the turn a little bit too hard and sent himself spinning. Osborne misses him. Now watch Stephanie Naylor. Oh, and nowhere to go, but she sends Seth Cole up and over. Tough break for Seth Cole. That was looked like he was about a lap and a half away from getting away unscathed, but now watch this. This was the battle for the lead too. Jack Richards got inside of Zed Weinstein for the lead. It looked like maybe a possible pass for the win. Now Weinstein, he bumps into Richards a little bit and sends Richards off course. And then this happens for Jack Richards. Oh my gosh. And several undercars, they get scattered all over the place. And Cody Lamas got off track. And Charles Jackson, Kyle Sosnowski, and Batson got off course in the 9th turn. What better question is what didn't happen on this lap? There's Charles Jackson. He and Kyle Sosnowski crash. What a wild and wacky Watkins Glen finish. I swear to goodness. I think we're definitely going to need a break after this before we go into Michigan. This is crazy. Nonetheless, average speed of 70.261. Zed Weinstein gets his first win of the season as he takes home the Hey Jessie at the Glen. Should have called this the Wreckfest of the Glen instead of that. I don't know. Tim Fiegel comes home second. Tanner Doobie third. Johnny Gardner fourth. Leo Walker fifth. Sixth was Joshua Michaels. Dalton Day seventh. Daniel Day eighth. Ninth, Dylan Poteet. 10th was Keith Batson. 11th, Jasmine Acosta. Luke Walker 12th. 13th, Cody Lamas. 14th, Kyle Matthews. John Lena 15th. 16th was Jessica Shelton. No road course sweep for her. She came one race shot of doing so. But still a good run for Jessica. Rohit Vaderview 18th, 19th, or 17th, excuse me. 18th, Charles Sanford. 19th, Andy Timmons. And 20th was Chris Thornton. But this will help Zed Weinstein in the push as he was fourth in the standings coming in. And a lot of your other top 5 runners in the points barely made it through. Joshua Osborne 27th in the race. He was 3rd in points. And cars out of the race. Jack Richards out of the race with a crash. Seth Cole has his car engine overheat on him in that flip over, and he gets credited with a 33rd place finish. Kyle Sosnowski crashed, and he's out of the race in 34th. Charles Jackson 35th. Jeremy Doobie kitty littered out of the race in 36th. Mike Becker 37th. Ryan Richards dead last. So really, all in all, 6 cars out of the race. Even though Jeremy Dibby gets credit only a lap down in this event, but for Zed Weinstein, from the pole to the podium here at Watkins Glen, he is the winner here today at Watkins Glen, as he takes home the "Hey Jessie" at the Glen. Seth Cole will have the points lead by 100 points coming into Michigan, the next race on the tour. Zed Weinstein second place in the points right now. Third, Mike Becker. Fourth is Joshua Osborne. Fifth is Keith Batson. 231 points separated in the top 5 in the points. Sixth is Dylan Young. Seventh, Jessica Shelton. Eighth is Jasmine Acosta. Ninth is Kyle Matthews. 10th is Chris Washer. And there's the rest of their points coming in. Jeremy Doobie right now 20th in points. Johnny Gardner's now up in the top 20 in points right now. He's in 18th. So Gardner making a charge. Trying to get a good points position finish. And there's the rest of the order right now in the points chase. There's some good runs needed by some of the drivers here. Dalton Day up to 25th in points right now. Dylan Poteet 24th. So both trying to get at least the top 20 in standings at the season's end. Several drivers not having good seasons as they usually do, but next race on the tour will be at Michigan Speedway for the running of the Pure Michigan 400. Don't miss it.